In today's video, we are going to be breaking down a Princeton play that is used by the Charlotte Hornets. This is a great play that you could even use with your high school or higher basketball team. Let's get down and let's check out this basketball play. Okay, so first what we have is a screen out towards the wing. Then we're going to have a point-to-point pass from the LaMelo Ball to one of his teammates, and then he's going to use that back screen from the high post and pop out towards that left key. From there, there's going to be a screen and roll up top. From there, we're going to have a quick cut from the corner down towards the baseline, and then LaMelo Ball is going to be popping out to the wing for a three-point shot. This is to isolate players on, or at least defensive players on that far side of the basketball court, so that we have two different options when that ball gets passed to the rolling player at the high post. So after we've had that screen and we have the player popping up from the wing, we're going to have a point-to-point pass from LaMelo Ball. He's going to use that back screen. Of course, this could be an option that you could run where you can lob the ball up to the player who's cutting towards the basket, but it all does depend on what that defensive player is doing down in the post, or at least in the key. From there, after that screen, what we're going to have is LaMelo Ball hanging out in that low post for a few seconds. Why? Because this player who set the back screen is going to be setting a screen on the ball handler. At this point in time, we're going to have a pass over to the player who is rolling, and he should be able to receive that ball roughly around that high post. At this time, we're going to be having two players defending three on this side, and that is the whole main idea behind this basketball play. From here, what we're going to have is an option. We're going to have one player who is going to pop up to play some help defense. That now isolates, in this case, Duncan Robinson on two players out along the wing. Wherever he goes, you're going to do the exact opposite as this player. So, for example, if Duncan Robinson goes out and protects the three-point shot, then we're going to have a pass down towards the low post. We're going to have a high to low pass. However, if the Duncan Robinson stays in the low post, which is what we see here, we can have a pass out towards LaMelo Ball in this case for that wing three-point shot. Now, something else that some players may not have noticed is LaMelo Ball could have also drove right on Duncan Robinson to collect a secondary player so that we can have a pass down towards the low post for a nice dunk or a kick out for this player for a three-point shot. Something else with this area of the court is if he was to drive and this player, Tyler Hero, was to guard the low post, we could have a skip pass out to this player as well. However, the main part of the play here is not just about options after the fact. What it is a quick wing screen for a point-to-point pass, back screen on the point guard, and then we're going to have a screen and roll up top where we have now two options, either a layup or a three-point shot, or a couple of different options depending on what happens with those two players. Let's get over to the clipboard and let's check this out. So we're going to have a screen away at first, and then we're going to have player 3 popping up to the point. Player 1 is going to be passing that ball over to player 3, and he's going to be using player 4 as a back screen. At this time, this could be a pass over to player 1, which would be a great option. However, that's not what we are really looking at this point in time. We're going to be having, at this time, player 1 in the low post. We're going to be then having player 4 set up that screen for player 3, and at this time player 2 is going to be then sagging down towards the low corner. Player 3 is going to be using that screen, and what we really want is for player 4 to hedge, and of course player 3 to fight over that screen. Player 4 is going to be going to the high post, and we're going to be having that pass to player 4. Now, player 4 could take that shot. It is an option, and if he's open, I would 100% take that shot. But at this point in time, what we're going to have is player 1 popping out towards this corner, and we're going to be having player 5 cut. What happens now is, of course, we may have player 5 who will cover player 5 blue. Player 4 could attack the rim and dunk or a layup. Or at that point, we may have player 5 play some help defense, in which case we could have a pass down to player 5. However, if player 1 stays down in the low post, we will have a kick out, which is what we've seen in that video to player 1 for that 3-point shot. I hope that this basketball play helps your team win more more games. If it does, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book down in the description below.